Nidhi, it's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much, Mateen. Always a pleasure to have a conversation with you.
Before I go to the president's role for IITBAA Alumni Association, the conference, I wanted to pick your brain as somebody who works on critical solutions in technology as a leader. Those are some important traits I wanted to get from you so we can inspire and empower others and especially the younger generation. So off the bat, let's talk about the technology, which is the 800 billion pound gorilla in front of us, which is AI. And specifically for you, technology, AI, but more importantly, the security aspect is very important. Everybody's building agents, but securing it is very important. Your thoughts on the evolution of technology and particular focus on security?
Yeah, no, I think it's a great question. So, it's technology is a landscape, right? There are multiple technology. Like now, there's AI. A lot of it is coming up. Every time there is a new technology, there are new use cases. The way I like to think about it, there's always an aspect of security in there, because anytime earlier we had humans involved as a part of like primary user of technology, now technology itself is in the play. So it is very, very important that at this time, anytime we think of solving new cases faster, it is important that we pay attention to the security part of it, because security is keeping our work, our proprietary information, our PII data, all of that secure, staying within laws because they are so strong, right? Whether you're talking about GDPR or these privacy laws in any other industry, and the fine is so high if you don't comply with that, and also it's just the right thing to do to keep that secure, to keep that in governance, right? So from security perspective, I think as the faster we evolve, the faster the security market is going to grow, because we have to make sure everything that we are building is right and ethical and secure.
When you look at the job market, there's always some shaking that happens, and it is happening currently. We see that, but we have seen this before, not once or twice, but more times. What would be your advice for people who either are affected or are going to transition?
I think staying relevant, staying current is very, very important. Know that with the technology evolving at so fast pace, there is so much to learn, right? In addition to that, it is also enabling a faster way of learning as well, right? So you learn about technology, that there's technology enabling you to get to know more and more and do more and more. So I think from the staying current in the current market, also staying in the right set of circles. What I mean by that is, are you connected to the right set of people who can actually advise you? What are your personal board of directors? Who are the folks who are advising you? And are we having right conversations? So I think it always starts with you personally, right? What you're building, how you're acquiring that knowledge, and in addition, how you are sharing that knowledge and how you are letting yourself receive the information. So job is, yes, and it's a tough market. It's always competitive, right? So it all comes down to how are you so relevant? How are you telling your story right? That's what it comes down to.
I want to switch your attention to leadership. No matter where you work, at what level, leadership plays an important role. You have to keep evolving as a leader, and one of the traits you were just mentioning is about doing the things at the right time, making critical decisions and getting it done. So your thoughts on how somebody evolves on the ladder of leadership?
I think leadership is an act of courage. I think it's bold, because as a leader you are able to think the starting point, but you can also imagine the end and the outcome. So no matter in what shape or form you lead, it is important to have that ability to imagine the outcome. It is also important to have the ability to make critical decisions. It's not the likability game, it's not the niceness game, it's what matters to achieve the right outcome. And as a leader, the responsibility of the leader is to enable the team. It's not leader's job to actually step in and do everything that is supposed to be done to get that outcome. Actually, that has the adverse effect on that, because the goal is you have the right people, hire right, give them autonomy to do what they should be doing, and then track the outcome rather than tracking the actions. So if there are blockers, ability to make those critical decisions, bold decisions, and then own the outcome. Like that's also one of the very important aspect of leadership. You own the consequence as a team. Right? So it's your leadership. A leader is a backbone of the team, but if there is something goes wrong, you're also on the front line that owns the consequence.
How do you translate that leadership when you're running a not-for-profit of very highly accomplished professionals, some of the best in the world, and build this organization when they're not getting paid to work for you? To get them work for you is important.
Yeah, it's an amazing thought since you brought pay in the mix. Pay is one thing that people get paid. That's why, but having the notion of that is actually incomplete. People who are right and who are driven to work on something, pay is not the thing they work for or stay. Yeah, they may enter a job assuming that everything else is right. I'm going to get amazing things to work on. I'm going to be recognized for the things that I work on. I will be treated fairly, right? And then there is pay. Yes, that's a factor. But you keep paying people, but they're not treated right. They're not given the right opportunity. They're not growing the way they want, or they're not thrilled to deliver what they're working on. The pay is not going to matter much, right? So coming back to non-profit, I think we have different currency. It's a currency of trust and respect, and actually having the team motivated. I think I'll share an experience, right? So every year we go through the cycle of we are very excited how we are going to build this event. We are very excited that there are so many new changes in economy, at this corporate level and technology. We are going to build all of this together. That's the ideation. It's like you're writing the whole vision of the product, right? And then hits the reality. Do you have funds? Do you have right resources that you have, right? So I think as a leader, it's very important to navigate your team through that, through every single small success and failure, without letting them lose their motivation. So the currency here is trust, respect, removing the blockers that they make them feel that they have achieved it. Even when the times are up or low, I know the outcome is gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So we're gonna get there. It's just a matter of how. That's how you enable team. And I think I love working with people in my team, and I think I like to see that excitement that I have within me, and I see that replicated. I think that's a win for me. Yeah.
Lastly then, another fabulous conference, great lineup of speakers, good level of energy. Final thoughts on you and the leadership team who has put this together?
Make it bigger. There's nothing is a blocker. I think we need to get really serious about what problem we are solving, and really take it very seriously. And by that I mean that do not lose focus. No matter what it's gonna take. So outcome is clear. We're building this community because it has a purpose. We stay with that no matter what we face. So I think we have amazing team to achieve that. So I'm confident that's the right direction we're heading.
No, indeed, it's an amazing team. I've had the pleasure working with all of you for the last few years. A lot of energy and with very limited resources. It's not easy to pull off an event of this size, and for a huge brand that is IIT. So again, congratulations to you and to everybody who has made this possible.
Thank you so much. You're part of the journey with us. Thanks a lot, Mateen.